So there's two reasons why you would cringe at yourself. The first reason for cringing at yourself is forcing something you didn't even want to say. So this comes down to basic social skills. Basically, if you're quite scared, if you would rather like to this sound up to have a conversation all the time, then you would rather flow towards forcing to say things that you don't even want to say. So, for example, if there's silence, you feel awkward in yourself. You have this need in you that you would need to talk because, well, everybody says that you should do small talk. That anybody who's not talking and just being there is weird. Now, this isn't true. There's a lot of guys which just can be silent and have this presence about them because they breathe. They are attentive but just don't speak. They appreciate the moment, maybe they smile. But you could imagine this guy, right? The smiling one, being attentive, looking around, being happy. And then you could imagine the other guy, which is in his head, which is staring at this one point in the room, which doesn't even make sense. So if you compare these two guys, you obviously want to be the guy which is attentive, which is present. And you can learn that by meditating. You can learn that by actively listening to people. It's quite a skill in the modern day, honestly, listening to people where our attention spans just sink by the endless scrolling of our videos, honestly. So you can practice it every day by just listening to your family, to your parents as they say something at the dinner table, stopping to eat just to hear for 20 seconds what they are talking about and trying to understand. Trying to actually enjoy the meal instead of thinking about what you have to do tomorrow. That's two ways of being more attentive. If you are more attentive, you won't forget things, or you will understand what people are saying, and you will have it in your mind. So the second way you cringe at yourself is by basically forgetting what people said, saying something wrong or getting things messed up and then thinking, oh, why didn't I listen to them? It could have been so easy. It's kind of like you build your catalog with all this background knowledge. And if you have this, your brain knows it, what the other person has in his life. So you won't say stupid shit. No, you can have a nice conversation and actually get a bit deeper than just the bottom line of the small talk, the bare minimum. So stop forcing things, enjoy the silence, be attentive, enjoy the moment, and also try to listen to the other people so that you don't forget what the other people are doing right now. So that you have proper conversations and not the awkward conversations which root from you not listening. Then, what I also noticed, what I think correlates actually, is that as soon as I stopped cringing about other people, that I also stopped cringing about myself. So, there will be people in your classroom which will talk a bit weirdly or a bit gay, and your friends will laugh about them. And you might cringe about them for speaking in a weird way or dressing different. But actually have compassion. Just see this. They have different moves on the chessboard and they've chosen one move that doesn't really make sense to you. But okay, they have their cards now, so let them play. It doesn't matter. You don't have to care about it because you would have to make your own moves. The winners focus on winning, basically. So try to understand other people, show compassion, show empathy. When somebody drops his books in the school hallway, don't laugh like your douche friends do. You don't have to do anything, but at least don't laugh. You can help him. That's the level 3. But please, just show empathy, honestly. It's like you see these little girls in the school which will cringe at so many people talking to themselves and then like, oh, what did you say? You are not the Veronica, right? You don't have to talk about your with your friends. You don't have to be acting like a little girl. There was this one time when I went to enjoy holidays with my family. On one occasion, we would go to the swimming pools, and there was this salt pool which was warm. You surely know it. Me and my brother sat down in a corner. Then there's a Witcher looking guy coming into the pool with these defined abs. Really, if you know the video game character The Witcher, he looked exactly like that. So I giggled to my brother like a little girl. And I wonder if I should get some bodybuilding advice from him. And I asked my brother if he wanted to come with me, and I was a bit scared, honestly, a bit intimidated, right? And I just giggled to my little brother, and still, I'm kind of embarrassed about that. After 30 seconds of doing this, I noticed and I said to myself, wait, what the fuck am I actually doing? I'm not a little girl. I'm acting like a little girl that wants to approach a guy right now. You're another man, you can talk to him. So I went there and we had this nice little conversation about bodybuilding. I asked him about steroids because I was kind of suspicious of him, but he didn't say anything. And I didn't cringe at myself for being this little girl, but I just had. I just noticed I was playing a poor move. And I turned it around immediately and then went up to him. So maybe you can take away from that if you do things that do align with your values and you don't forget who you are, what you should be acting like, right? If you're fearful of something, you can still do the thing and develop courage. It might be harder, but you can still do the thing that kind of worries you. It's better than just giggling to your friend and then regretting it because, well, you will cringe at yourself for that because you act like a little girl. It's not worthy of being you, right? Honestly, if you just lay yourself back a bit and breathe deep, let time slow down and take your time to respond, you will automatically stop giving cringe answers and thinking that you are cringe to yourself. Of course, don't try to be this edgy guy which wants to be so cool and talks like an anime character. Because in the moment you might feel cool, but I promise to you, after 3 months, you're going to fucking hate yourself, honestly. So, I hope this video has given you value. If you have a friend that this video might help, please share it with them. Until then, stay safe and see you soon.